Should have got a light for you.
No, that's all good.
Are we live?
Yep, we are live.
Hello, everybody.
What it do, everybody? How you doing? Time for another round of the 22 live mini readings. This will be the most amount of times we've done this in 1 year. Right?
How many times have we done it this year? 3?
This will be the 3rd time, yeah. Usually the most, well, I mean, back in the day, we used to do it all the time. It was like a normal thing for us to do very frequently.
Yeah.
But for like the past 2 or 3 years, we've only been doing it like twice a year at the max.
Yeah. Because if we do it all the time, it kind of simmers down, and then we'll have maybe like 3 or 4 people who want to do it. And it's just kind of, it's not very time productive.
Yeah.
So,
but
hi, everybody.
Fun. This is a good way to...
There you guys are.
Good way to end the year with a bang. And I always want to make this a really important point too, that, you know, you do not have to sit through all this if you don't want to.
Yeah.
If you have stuff you have to do today, or you just really don't want to sit here and listen to us, just come back after the playback is posted and look in the comments, and all the readings will be timestamped.
That's right. I totally forgot about that. So I didn't even make a spot over here for the timestamp. So let me do that.
You forgot about that.
I did. I wonder how I do I make a column.
We're doing this. It's a little. We've never done it like this before. We're actually in Leah's office on her iMac. So
yeah, right on my computer.
Yeah. It's a little bit different. Normally, I think we normally have like my phone and my MacBook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah.
So for those of you new to the channel, this is the lovely Leah. She's my amazing wife who built and runs my tarot business. So yeah, she's the one behind the whole business. All I do is turn the camera on and run my mouth.
I'm the one you guys talk to if you email. Yeah, I can't figure this out, so I'm gonna have to just okay, like I'm using it's because it's on an Apple computer, and I'm not really smart with Apple computers. Like I know Windows really good, like really well, like so Excel, things like that. So Apple has its own version of Excel. It's called Numbers, and I don't know how to add like another column. It's just like all messed up. So sorry, I'm very distracted here. I'm trying to do this.
You want to just get a pen and paper and do it then?
Yeah, or I was just gonna write it right here next to their name here.
Okie dokie.
So it'll fit. Okay, so are you ready to get started, or should we say we're gonna accept payments and questions during the live? So I'm going to add that right now to the comment area, and then I think I can only pin it if it's us.
Yeah. So the one we're gonna be reading these in order of which they came in. So if you make a payment while we're live, we won't be reading it until after the people who have already paid are done being read. So usually we do these in 2 or 3 different parts. We might have to take a break and come back later.
It's not hyperlinking here.
It's not hyperlinking?
Yeah, it's supposed to hyperlink. Sorry, guys. You know what? Mercury retrograde is real. It is so real right now. Like everything I'm trying to do, it's like a speed bump.
Yeah, it is. That's good.
It is? Okay. Cool.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Okay. It is. Okay, yeah. Shannon. So it's actually a really light day. Normally we get flooded and we'll have like 60 or something like that, but we only have 34 of you guys. So Shannon, since you just paid, you are unfortunately number 34. So you'd probably be at like, I don't know how long we're gonna go, but you can look for your name in the comments. I'm going to write everybody's name that we did in this video in the comments, like he said, and I'm gonna put what time you're at next to your name, so you can just it's like a hyperlink, so it'll just take you right to it. So you can either chill and listen, or you can come back later and just look for your name. So I think that's it. You want to get into it?
I'm down whenever you're ready.
First person we're gonna read for. Where's the time?
Don't forget
is for Natalie. It says, I'm an Aries sun and Aqua moon. What good things are coming towards me? Whatever pops out, I'll take. Much love to you, beautiful Leah and the girls.
Okay. That's opposite of my oldest daughter. She's an Aqua Sun with an Aries moon. And let's see, because with the times that we're about to go into, crazy things are going to happen. And it depends on where you are vibrationally as to whether or not you experience it as a good thing or a bad thing. So with the Two of Swords, Five of Wands, yep. So things might get a little bit crazy before they get better. So, yeah. I'm seeing a lot of past energy in here too. Something from the past that's kind of, I don't know if it's unhealed or what, but you are in the middle of a slow, gradual transitionary process from one cycle to the next. And it's a slow one. It's kind of like if you've ever seen somebody who's really out of shape, who goes to the gym, and, you know, it can take a year and a half, 2 years before they even notice a difference. It's kind of like that with the death card here. So it's going to be a slow process. You are transitioning into a whole new cycle. The year 2024 will probably be a little bit scary, a little bit nerve-wracking. You may not see the things that are happening as good things, but trust that no matter what is happening, what's happening right now is the end of an old cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. And the good things, they won't really start to make themselves known for probably another year and a half, possibly 2 years. So that's kind of a loaded answer to that question. There are very good things coming in money, career, and relationship, but it's not, the process of making those good things come is not really going to look like a good thing in the beginning, if that makes sense. Let me see. Yeah, King of Wands in the reverse. So you might end up being tested a couple of times when it comes to love and relationships. I feel like the universe is going to test you. There's going to be some open doors of opportunity. Yep. There's going to be some open doors of opportunity for you to be tested, to be put in situations that are very similar to situations you've been in before, just to see if you've learned a lesson. And if you pass the tests, you will actually end up connecting. I would say anytime in the next 2 years, if you pass all the tests the universe puts you through, you will connect with your actual person. So I don't think you have any other miscellaneous soul contracts due to come in. The next person due to come in is your actual person, but you will be tested before that actually happens.
Okay, next is Lisa. What are his intentions?
Oh, man. I wish I had a little bit more description than that. So it's probably going to be an extremely general answer since I'm not 100% sure what's going on with the situation. So for those of you new to my channel or new to my style, I'm not a psychic medium. I don't have spirit sitting on my shoulder telling me things. Well, if it is, I can't understand what it's saying. I'm an energy reader. So let me see the Fool card. So this person's intentions are to find a relationship he can just jump head first into for some reason. Yeah, I don't know if he's fresh out of a relationship or if he's just still hanging on to something that happened in the past a long time ago. But he wants commitment. He wants long-term commitment, but it just kind of feels like he's trying to block out the past, and he's not really truly properly healing from the past, whatever this was that came to an end. When was this? I don't know if it was a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, or 2 years ago. I don't know. But he's trying to find some kind of relationship he can jump headfirst into that's going to be amazing overnight, deep down. So I do think that he wants long-term stable commitment, but with the King of Wands in the reverse, I think he may still have some player-like tendencies sometimes. So kind of back and forth is what this feels like to me. Let me see. Yep, 10 of Cups. And there's the King of Wands again in the upright, Queen of Cups reversed. He kind of feels a little bit bipolar to me, honestly. And there's the Tower card again. Feels a little bit bipolar. Like one day he's like, "No, man, I want something serious. I'm done fucking around. I'm done playing games." And then the next day he wakes up and he changes his mood. I don't think he knows what his intentions are at the end of the day. I think there's a part of him that wants something long-term, stable, healthy, and committed, and another part of him that's not done playing games. So I don't think when it comes down to it, he really fully, truly even knows exactly what his own intentions are. I think he goes back and forth from day to day. So.
Oh, what the heck? Look at the thing. It's like skipping around different. It goes from 10:39. It was like 10:40 something.
Mercury retrograde. Ooh, look at that.
10:45.
11:11.
I'm telling you guys, Mercury retrograde is like.
Let me check
so
here. It's looking good here. Everything's smooth. Everything's looking good.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it. Your guys' timestamps might be off just ever so slightly.
Oh shit!
You see what I'm saying? What?
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
What?
The timestamps.
What do you mean?
That they might be off.
In what way?
What? I'm agreeing with you.
Like, you see how it stops and then it skips?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
In that way.
I thought you were saying something completely different.
No. Mercury retrograde, y'all.
Dude, it's real. The struggle is so real. Okay, hold on. I gotta get it right when it like goes up. Okay, there we go. Okay. Next is for Astrid. Hey, y'all. I want to know if I should try to reach out to my estranged husband to help him get out of drugs. A little background: after the worst year of our lives, he fell into drugs, became abusive, and started cheating after we had to move in with his mom. Before then, he had never been abusive or cheated. He just had a temper. We have been separated going on 4 months now. He's shown no interest in reconciliation. Not to me at least. I haven't spoken to him unless it has to do with our kids. We miss who he used to be. Thanks, Rich.
Let me take a look at what kind of soul contract this was. What kind of soul contract did you all have? What was the meaning of the connection? Page of Wands. If it will tell me. I want to see if this soul contract is complete or not. 5 of Cups reversed. 3 of Cups. In order to help somebody, especially with addiction, they have to want the help. They have to want it. So it's not even telling me what the soul contract is here. But I do think that this was part of the soul plan. So, okay, this is a codependency connection. It's not uncommon at all for codependent people to become addicted to drugs because, again, emotional codependency basically is looking for an outside source to an inside problem, an outside solution to an inside problem. So, okay, well, it's not telling me, but that demon that's attached to him has a death grip on him. It depends on what you mean by should I. I don't think he wants the help with the Emperor reversed and the Devil card here. I don't think he wants the help. I don't even think he would really truly know exactly how to go about fighting that demon. Because when this demon gets a hold of you, it's a bitch. It is a bitch that is incredibly difficult to shed a demon like that. And I mean, even somebody like me, I've been on my path doing energy work for 7-8 years now. I still struggle with this. So somebody who's not even spiritually attuned or aware at all is going to have absolutely no idea what the first step he needs to take would be in order to shed that demon. So
that's a lot of cards.
Yeah. Yep. So, I mean, it depends on what you mean by should I. I don't think it'll be very successful. I don't think so because When somebody's into some sort of addiction or has that demon attached to them, you cannot shame them into quitting. You cannot threaten them or scare them into quitting. They have to want. They have to look at their life and make the conscious decision themselves to shed that demon. Five of Swords reversed. Seven of Swords. Death card. This is what it is. Okay, so this was a karmic contract. You all had unfinished business from a previous lifetime. So you didn't get it right in the last lifetime. You're not getting it right in this lifetime. And with the death card here, I think the universe has slammed the door shut on that. And it's probably too late to work this out, honestly. So even in magical fairy tale land, if you did successfully get him to come back, get clean, get off drugs and whatnot, that demon is still attached to him. It would end up bubbling back up and manifesting at some point in time in the future. I think this has a lot to do with a part of his life path that he has to go through in order to do whatever it was that he intended to accomplish, whatever mission he intended to accomplish before he incarnated. And I don't think that anybody's really going to be able to get in there and intervene without him wanting to. So you can try it, but I wouldn't have very high expectations. Okay.
Okay, next is Sandra. Do we see love/relationship coming new or past?
Okay. Well, I can tell you one thing. It's going to be very difficult to have a new experience while you're still connected to somebody from the past. If you weren't connected to somebody from the past, you wouldn't even be asking about the past. And that's okay. But we need to understand where we are vibrationally. So, Three of Wands reversed. Okay. There's the loneliness card. All right. So you're not due to repeat anything from the past. The next person due to come in, the next contract due to come in is a new person. I think you have another karmic contract due to come in with the karmic wheel here. So, yeah, anything from the past, it's going to be very important that you release and untie from that person energetically and transmute through that energy, because that is slowing things down and blocking the next contract from coming in. Let me see if I can get a little bit more info on that. Yeah. Queen of Swords in the reverse. There's still a little bit more healing that needs to be done before you can move up into the next vibrational bracket where the next contract is. But you're not due to repeat a past cycle. So, Yep, Tower card. Whatever came to an end in the past, that's in the past. There's no past cycles that are due to be repeated. The next person due to come in is a new person. And there we got that card again. I don't have time for that in these mini readings, though. So, yeah, definitely work on your emotional independence. Work on being in control of your own vibration and your own happiness. That'll be very important when it comes to attracting the next person.
Next.
Yep.
Okay. Janice, it says, will I enjoy an easier financial year in 2024, and how will it present itself? Probably can't answer the how will it present itself question, but we can see the energy of that. Because
lots and lots of people are not going to have a good financial year in 2024. The things that start happening in the next 2 years are all going to be centered around a change of the financial system. Now, it depends on where you are vibrationally and the relationship you have with the universe as to how you experience that process. For some people, it's going to be fucking amazing. For some people, it's going to be fucking horrific. It's going to be a horrific tragedy. So, Page of Swords reversed. And the Three of Swords reversed. Yeah, Ace of Wands reversed. It's 2024 is going to be a struggle as far as finances go. There's going to be a period, more than likely, that's a little bit scary. But I do feel like opportunities will present themselves probably later on in the year. But it depends on your headspace, where you are vibrationally, as to whether or not you recognize these as opportunities. So, yeah, 2024 is going to be a scary year when it comes to finances. It's going to be a very scary year. Let me pull another spread here. Long story short, it's predicted to all be over in 2026. But within the next 5 years, the whole system of career and finance is going to be completely different. Ace of Wands reversed again. Yeah. Now, 2024 is going to be a slow year. It might produce some scary things for a lot of people. Open doors of opportunity will be made available to you, but it depends on where you are vibrationally. You very well may not recognize some of these opportunities as opportunities with the Seven of Cups reversed. You may think that there are no opportunities made available to you, but there are. So what I would recommend is that you keep your radar on. Be open to unexpected things. Don't be afraid to take a leap of faith. Don't be afraid to take a risk. Don't be afraid to take a chance in 2024, because that risk you might be afraid to take could be the decision that you make that completely changes everything.
Okay, sorry. I'm updating some things. Melanie, you want me to change your question? Okay. Okay, but you wanted to be anonymous, right? Because I think I have you as anonymous. Just let me know yes or no. And if you say yes, then I know which one's yours in here. Because I have a couple anonymouses.
Well, by the way, everybody, I only read first names. We only read first names. So.
And yes, you guys can still participate. Here's the link. I don't know how to pin it on here, so I have to just keep entering it. But yeah, if you want to participate, there's like, is it hyperlinking for you guys? Because I think it is.
You can't click the comment. Click the black area there. See what that does.
It doesn't. Maybe it's just because it's on the computer, but if I was logged in, maybe on the phone, it would work. Okay. It works. Okay, cool. Okay, thank you. All right, let's go on up to the next. We have Anonymous, a naughty mouse.
A naughty mouse. Forgot about that.
Says, hello, Rich. I have been a happy subscriber for 4 years. My question is, what is likely to happen between Chad and I over the next year? I'm an Aries. He's a Pisces. We work together and have been acquaintances for over 20 years. He has an ex-Capricorn who he is so close with. She has 2 kids who he is close with, and I also have 2 kids. We're only platonic friends right now. Nothing romantic has happened, but I've always admired him, and I'm pretty sure he feels the same about me. I would like to be anonymous. Thank you.
And then fire and water signs coming together. See it all the time. Because they're fire signs and water signs are the 2 emotionally charged signs. And the air signs and the earth signs are the psychologically programmed signs. So it's really easy to link up and come together. Air and fire fire and water and air and earth, but it always poses a big challenge. 3 of Swords. It would end up turning into a third-party situation. And you already said that. He has an ex that he's close to. That tells you everything you need to know. King of Swords. I don't even think he is aware that you have any feelings for him. He's not even aware of it. I don't even think he's thinking about that. There is a whole other side of him that you don't know. With the Pisces card, this is the moon card, and the Pisces card is also the card of repressing and keeping your feelings to yourself. You know that you know a little bit about a little bit when it comes to his ex and his baggage and whatnot, but it affects him tremendously. And he plays it off, so you're not aware of what it is he's dealing with on the inside. The two of you do have a karmic contract, but it seems like whatever was in that karmic contract, you all worked it out successfully. I think the soul contract is, I don't know if it's meant to go any further than that. I don't know. So it's kind of looking, I'm going to have to pull an advice spread because it's not looking like anything is going to change if you just wait for a change to happen. Let me get an advice spread. What would happen if you were to pursue this? Would that be a good idea? Let's see. Yeah, he would remain very, very closed off. He probably would not be really quick to fully open up and let you in on everything that's going on inside of him. And that's mandatory. If you want to have a successful, happy, growing relationship, you gotta open up. Lover's card reversed. I think he would keep his walls up too high and he just wouldn't let you all the way in. There's that Pisces card again. So it's kind of looking like with the Two of Wands here, not a whole lot is changing unless you pursue this. But if you pursue this, it's going to require you to be patient as hell. Patient as hell, because he's still attached to his ex. I don't see him letting go of that anytime soon. And it's really weighing him down much, much more than you know. Much more than you know.
Yikes.
And yeah, I don't see him letting go of that anytime soon. I don't see him really fully opening up and letting you in on exactly what it is that he's going through. So it would probably turn into a third-party situation. So enter at your own risk. If you're going to pursue this, let go of your expectations and be very, very patient with this individual.
Can you approve that code? Thank you. All right, what time are we at? All right, we have Sue. Says, hello, my name is Sue. I'm in Aries. I'd want to question you about a guy named AZ who is a Cancer. Unfortunately, he is married. Although it appears that he's not happy with his marriage, we've been dating for about 3 years, and he's recently been distant and seems to want to start again with his wife. I'm not sure whether it's true, but his wife has been posting pictures of them looking like a happy couple. We've lost communication, and if that's what he wants, I'll just move on. The issue is I still love him and miss him. Please help.
Well, let me see if there's a soul contract here.
Oh, what the heck? Look how it changed that. Sorry, go ahead. Murky Metro. I just wanted to say it continues.
Let's see if there's a soul contract. Okay, so the primary reason why the two of you connected was to drastically alter the trajectory of your path. I do think that soul contract has completed itself successfully, and that's a good thing because this is not somebody you can trust. If the woman that he put a ring on her finger can't trust him, trust me, you can't trust him. Believe that. He's a sneaky, deceitful little liar.
Facts.
So that's a good thing. Now, this soul contract has completed itself successfully. And okay, all right. So let me see if I can dig in and maybe possibly get some information on the soul contract he's dealing with. I may not be permitted, but I'll see. Sometimes when it comes to stuff like that, Spirit tells me none of your business. That's irrelevant, but I'll see what kind of soul contract he's dealing with. Ah, the Hierophant. Yeah. Looks like he's trying to commit to his wife. That's what it looks like. Poor lady. 7 of Wands reverse. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So, yeah. King of Cups reversed. He's an emotional manipulator. He was playing emotional games, and he's a manipulator, very emotionally immature. And okay, Queen of Wands. Yeah, no, okay, so at the end, yeah, and played mind and emotion games with you with the King of Swords and Cups both reversed. So the most important thing here, it's not going to make sense for a long time. You probably won't understand it. It could take another year or two before you understand this. But the primary reason why the two of you connected was to drastically alter the trajectory of your path. You are not headed in the same direction on the same life path that you were before the two of you connected. So that served its purpose successfully. He's not somebody you can trust anyway. I would back away.
Okay, next we have Hoochie. Can you guys hear us good?
Hoochie?
Peachy!
Oh. I thought you said Hoochie. I'm like, what? I have hearing problems, so let me test the audio.
Now I have to do a different time for Peachy.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying something.
All right.
Currently single. Who is coming into my life romantically in the first half of 2024 as I seem to have laid back in this area of my life?
All right. Let's see the next contract that's due to come in. Let's see. Who's the next contract due to come in? The Chariot. Could possibly be somebody at a distance, maybe. Or that just could be a vibrational distance. Page of Cups. Okay, let's see. Ace of Pentacles. Uh-oh, Lover's card reversed. Okay. Ace of Swords. Okay, so I feel like I don't think you have any other miscellaneous soul contracts due to come in. No past life karma, nothing like that. I don't think anybody is due to come in before you connect with your person. But you will more than likely be tested. Now, when I say that, don't think that it's something wrong with you. We all go through that. Everybody goes through that. Some people, they go through it a lot and they keep cycling around and cycling around and cycling, repeating the same test over and over and over. Some people, whenever that doorway of opportunity opens, they bypass it. They never even know they were being tested. But with the King of Wands reversed and the Page of Cups, you will be put through a test. And it'll more than likely be an open doorway of opportunity to connect with somebody that you probably shouldn't be messing with. And that's to see whether or not you have learned any lessons that you needed to learn and whether you're ready to evolve or repeat. So, best case scenario, the universe opens that door of opportunity. You feel it immediately. You bypass it. You never even know you were tested. Worst case scenario, you get sucked into it and end up repeating a past cycle. Most people usually fall somewhere in the middle where, they connect with somebody and it just feels a little bit off, feels a little bit weird. Something's off, something's strange. So they kind of back away and say, sorry, we ain't vibing, but I think the next thing due to come in is probably a test. And then if you pass the tests, your actual person is due to come in. Let me see here. Let me see what else wants to come through. Ace of Wands reverse. Yeah, it might feel kind of slow. Might kind of feel like time is standing still. So this will more than likely happen when you least expect it. So with the Nine of Cups and the Hermit, the universe has put you on a path by yourself for a specific reason. So this has been giving you the opportunity to do a lot of reflecting, to do a lot of healing, extracting knowledge and wisdom from your past situations so that you can know how to apply them moving forward. And yeah, with the World card here, it's time for you to enter into a new cycle, which means that the next person due to come in is unlike any person that you've ever dealt with before. The whole dynamic of the connection is going to be unlike anything that you've experienced before. So you will be required to go through a test before that person shows up. So just keep in mind, be picky vibrationally. Don't give your energy or your attention to any person that confuses you. Don't deal with shady on and off energy that's, mixed signals, hot and cold and whatnot. Don't deal with that. If you connect with somebody and after the first month, you're still scratching your head and confused about where you stand with that person, back away. That's not your person. Okay.
Okay, next person we have is Jay. It says, I have made a connection with A. We are both Scorpios. I'm the 2nd November. He's the 10th. My question is, where is this connection heading? Many thanks. Oh, I wrote it and it went away. Oh, wait. No, I wrote it on the wrong one. Oops. I read the wrong one. I need to go back to bed. I read the wrong one. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Well, I got to see if there's a soul contract first. Okay. 7 of Pentacles reversed. Star card. Okay, let's see. All right. It's hard to say whether or not there's an actual contract. So I honestly don't really think there was a pre-birth contract. So it's hard to say where this is going. It's difficult to say. The 6 of Wands. I think there's potential here. If both of you get on the same page at the same time, working towards the same goal. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is whether or not one, the other, or both of you is going to open all the way up and really connect with each other on a vulnerable level, because I'm seeing somebody here wanting to stay closed off and keep a lot of secrets. So I'm kind of feeling like the person you're dealing with might have a lot of secrets that they're keeping, and that could pose some issues, and tension could start to build within the first few months. But I don't know. I don't think there's a contract here. So it doesn't look like the universe is opening the door for this to move forward very quickly. So this would require some patience, some serious patience. And the Devil card, it's kind of feeling like it's primarily a sex-based connection. Let's see what the other spread says. Let's see. Eight of Wands reversed. And 4 of Pentacles again. So it's going to be very difficult to get this person to let you all the way in. 7 of Wands again. 4 of Wands reversed again. 3 of the same cards came out in the second spread from the first spread. And the 7 of Pentacles again. Chariot reversed. All the same cards came out in the second spread. And I'm using 2 different decks too, by the way. So it's really hard to say. I don't think there's an actual pre-birth contract. I do think that the 2 of you are soul family. This is a very near and dear member of your soul family. If I was to give this any type of name, I would call it a bump contract. And we talked about this a few readings ago, where the primary reason why the 2 of you connected was to drastically alter the trajectory of your path. Anytime you hear me say that, this is the card that comes out, because it's the Crossroads card. So this is mainly meant to alter the trajectory of your path. I don't think there's an actual contract here. So if you was to really want to make this work, this is going to require some patience, because this person is not really fully letting you in on everything. So it would take some patience while this person opens up and lets you in on who he really is at a deep level. Am I making good time?
Yeah. Next we have Kim M. Says, I have been with my current employer for over 5 years now. Lately, I've been feeling like a change is due. I interviewed and have a pending offer from a new company. I would appreciate any guidance as to which company would be more positive / beneficial for me in the long term. My current employer is PayPal, and the company I have a pending offer with is Lead Bank. Thank you.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, I do. Well, both.
Oh, man.
How are you going to get into that without let's cracking the can of worms? The banks are going to get closed.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Within the next 2 years.
Banks are going down.
All banks are going down at some point in the next 2 years. Now, that doesn't mean that
they could get rebought out by somebody who's not like.
From what I've heard, one of the main banks of the new financial system will be Wells Fargo, from what I've heard. So it's not like all banks are going to completely crash and fail altogether. A lot of them will. Some of them will support the new system. But let me just see here.
Yeah, let's see what the cards
Just see what comes through. Okay, King of Swords. Okay, now the world reversed. Uh-oh, so I don't really think your cycle is quite complete just yet. Okay. Ooh. Page of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, both in the reverse. With the Ace of Wands, this is kind of weird. So there may be a little period, there may possibly be a little period where you're not working for a little bit. Very, very possibly. I'm feeling like once your cycle is complete, because it's going to be complete very soon, what you're going to end up doing is probably something pretty unexpected. Probably. I'm not even 100% convinced as to whether or not it's going to be anything like what you've been doing. If you, like I said, we're going through a financial change. That doesn't necessarily mean that anybody that works in that industry is never going to work in it again. It's just more than likely going to change dramatically and drastically. I think the primary reason why you are where you are is because of a soul contract. I'm feeling like you have a karmic contract with your boss. And with both of my karma cards in the reverse, I don't think you all have quite completed whatever was in that soul contract. So I think there's just a little bitty window of opportunity right now for you to complete that contract before the universe slams the door shut on it. But I'm thinking there's going to be a tiny period at some point. There's a possibility for you to go through a small period where you're not working. But let me take a look at the other bank. Let's see. King of Wands reversed. Page of Wands, 6 of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune there too. So you have a soul contract there too. Okay. So the deeper spiritual meaning behind the things that you're doing has more to do with simply career and finance. I'm thinking that you have soul contracts with both of these jobs. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. Ace of Wands again. So it's kind of hard to say because it doesn't really look like the soul contract is being completed with the other place. And with the Knight of Wands, oh no, there's the Death card. With the Death card there, you'll more than likely be given the opportunity to work on this current soul contract for just a little bit longer. And depending on how that soul contract is handled is what determines how quickly and when or if you get the next job at the next place, if that makes any sense at all. with the karmic wheel and the death card, 2 of Cups reversed. So it's kind of hard. It's not really, I mean, honestly, the second place will probably be a much more fair, equal give and take. It'll probably be much more enjoyable if you were to actually get on at that place. As far as the actual workplace environment, you'll probably enjoy that a lot more than the first place. But we got these soul contracts involved here. And again, with the death card, you're transitioning into a whole new cycle. So in the next 5 years, more than likely, you'll probably be doing something unlike anything you can imagine right now.
Is this too general?
I mean, that's what the first person asked.
Okay. Okay. Next person is Anastasia. Hi, Rich. I hope you and Leah are doing well. I'd like a reading on my current situation. Will there be a commitment in the near future? I'm a Gemini Sun, Virgo rising, and my person is Aquarius Sun and rising. Background: we've been seeing each other for 3 years casually. This situation also involves a third party on his end that he's trying to move on from. Basically, I want to know if this will ever develop into anything serious or if I'm wasting my time. Thank you so much.
Trying to move on from my nuts. You fucking move on from it. You don't cry. Trying to move on from it means he's not moving on from it. So 3 years. I personally never met an actual pair of divine life partners who just casually dated and was confused for 3 years. I guess it probably could have happened out there somewhere. Nothing's impossible, but I've never witnessed that. Let's see. 3 of Swords, third party. Means he ain't moving on from it. Hangman. Now he has his guard up. He has a lot of insecurity issues. Now, with the Tower card here, I don't think this connection will make it all the way through 2024. I would be surprised if it did. I would be very surprised because, again, talking about 2024, it's going to be another transformational year. Think about the person you were December 2019. Now, fast forward to December 2020. Most likely, you were a totally different person from 1 year to the next. We all were, regardless of if you were trying to change or not. So next year is going to put a big divide with a lot of people, just similar to 2020. I'm not saying that they're going to go by the same playbook. They may not. I don't know. But it is still going to shake the vibrations up a lot. And lots of relationships are going to come to an end. And especially if you're dealing with a relationship that's rocky and confusing, that might not make it through 2024. Actually, I should have looked at the soul contract. I should have looked at that. Let me see if there is a contract, what that soul contract is. The King of Swords, that's your Aquarius right there. The King of Swords is the most emotionally detached man in the entire tarot. I think he even beats the King of Pentacles. Now, I think that you're more than likely going to get tired of waiting on this. Honestly, what this is kind of telling me is for the majority of 2024, it's going to look like the same thing as the last 3 years. So, yeah. And third party again. So, probably not, honestly. Probably not. I would say that, again, everybody's path is different. There's exceptions to everything. But generally speaking, you ain't going to have to wait 3 years to find out whether or not somebody's going to commit to you. I don't even think you should have to wait 3 fucking months. You should know in the first 3 weeks whether or not there's going to be commitment. That's just me, though.
Okay, next is Anita. It says, I would like to know regarding my finances, especially if I should keep investing my time and effort in my clothing business.
Well, I'm not a financial advisor, so I cannot tell you what you should or should not do with your money. But again, it's so weird that 98% of the people who have come to me for readings have been asking about career for next year. I haven't seen that in the whole 5 years I've been doing it.
Because we all broke.
I mean, I know 2023 has been challenging, but...
Recession.
Yeah.
Inflation. What is life?
King of Wands reversed. Okay. 10 of Wands and Page and Ace of Pentacles both in the reverse. I'm not seeing a big change happening here. King, all the Pentacles are reversed. King, Page, and Ace. So I'm not really seeing a big change coming in 2024. I am not. But when you're on a path like that and you're taking action, that's a good thing. That is a good thing. Don't abandon the path altogether. Maybe improvise. Think of some new things that you can invest your time and money in. Maybe just start exploring other options. Don't completely abandon the path and go backwards. I know that sounds kind of confusing and a little bit weird and scary, and it is. But the universe will always open doors of opportunity if you're looking for them. Always. Just got to be patient, trust the process. 4 of Pentacles reversed again. See, exploring other options. That came out in the first spread too. 8 of Pentacles. So I don't see a big major success boom in what you're doing right now. But this is preparing you for something bigger and better. There are actually a lot more options and opportunities available to you. You have to do what I like to call knocking on doors. Try different things. See if the universe will open a door. Play around with different things. Because with the 6 of Wands right here, I think that more than likely you will end up finding your success in the next 2 to 3 years. It's just not going to be in a way you would expect. And by the time we go through this whole big old financial changeover, career and finance won't be the same as it used to be. Because money is not going to be something that you have to slave away for in the next 5 years. So if you do a job or whatever the case may be, it'll be something that you love and or something that is a service to humanity.
Okay, next is Jessica. Is what I'm feeling a phase, or is it in my best interest to move on from my marriage? I have been with my husband since I was 15. We have been together for 24 years now. 20 years have been struggles with his alcohol and drug abuse. He has been sober for about 3 years. However, I thought I would be happy, but I found that I'm not. I feel the damage has been done. I'm too scared to make a move. At times I feel blessed, and others I feel horrible and forced to stay because of time invested, children, and finally what I asked so much for has manifested. So much what I asked for has manifested, maybe? We might be missing a word in there.
Okay, 6 of Wands reversed. Okie dokie. So what's happening right now? Okay, let me see if I can explain this really quickly. Like frequency attracts like frequency. Now, there's no judgment. I'm not saying that makes you a good person or a bad person. The two of you vibrated at the same frequency and you came together. Simply enough. Now, he started making a frequency change. So he is changing frequencies and you're not. So if things keep rolling the way they've been rolling, separation will happen anyway by way of universal law. In order to really keep this stable and going and thriving, it'll require a frequency change on both parts so that the two of you can ascend to a higher timeline that'll manifest a better outcome without that happening. However, the two of you had a karmic contract. That karmic contract is complete. That's why you feel the way that you feel. It's not impossible to keep a connection going after a contract is complete, but what you would have to do is, for the want of a better phrase, rewrite a new contract. The two of you would both have to agree to put this relationship or this connection towards a higher purpose, if that makes sense. And then you could successfully complete it. But the reason why you feel what you feel is because your soul contract is complete. So, let me see. King of Swords reversed. And the Death card reversed, so it can be saved. It'll just require more energy work on your part to match the vibration that he's moving to. Tower card reversed. If you choose not to do that, that's totally fine. But it's very important to understand that if you do go ahead and allow this to come to an end, you're probably going to be by yourself for quite some time while you go on a healing journey. But to answer your question as directly as possible, what you're feeling is not a phase. What you're feeling is the completion of a soul contract. That's what you're feeling. So if you just let things keep rolling by default, I would give it about a 75% chance that the two of you probably won't be together next December. Give it about a 90% chance that you won't be together in 2 Decembers. But it doesn't have to be that way if you would really rather not. It's just going to require, again, some energy and frequency work and some reprogramming and some evolution on both parts, because both of you will have to come together at the same time and agree to put a higher purpose or a new purpose behind this connection, because since you completed the soul contract, it no longer serves a purpose.
Right, like you can't do the same thing expecting different results.
Yeah.
It's almost like that same kind of thing. Like you have to do something. You have to change something. Something has to change. Experience something new. Okay, next we have Shanquita. Says, is my relationship with my boyfriend and my new restaurant business venture worth staying the course, or should I just give them up, not pursue them at all?
Four of Cups reversed. Tower card reversed. So it's not time. The path that you're on right now, you're on for a very specific reason. Now, are things going to turn out exactly the way you're wanting them to? No. But you're on a path right now for a very specific reason, and it's leading you to a very specific destination. Now, it depends on what you mean by should I. If what you mean by should I is whatever it is that I'm unsatisfied with, is that going to change into something that I'm more satisfied with? No, I don't see that happening. I do not. So it's kind of hard to say. That one's tough. I gotta get comfortable here. All right. That one's kind of tough. Yeah. You're probably going to more than likely end up giving up on them anyways, because right now is preparing you for the next level. And I think that what you're going through right now, what you're going to go through the entirety of 2024 is preparing you for a totally different level in 2025. So yes and no. Yes and no. With the Ten of Swords here, you will more than likely be throwing in the white towel no matter what in the next 6 months or so. But it doesn't mean that you're doing something wrong. It doesn't mean that. You're being prepared for something much, much bigger than what you're doing right now. Much, much bigger. Let me see here. Magician reversed. Yeah. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah. You're being actually prepared for your highest calling. As far as the relationship that you're in, after a period of healing, growth, and evolution, you'll actually be a frequency match to your actual person. So everything that you're going through right now is preparing you for the blessings that are waiting for you on the horizon. But to answer your question as directly as possible, yeah, I think that you'll be giving up on this in the next few months anyways. But it'll make sense later. Later, you'll be able to look back on this and it'll make sense.
Oh, look, they changed it. Didn't it always just say like 70 minutes and stuff a year?
It does it on the phone. I think it's always been like that on the computer, but on the phone, it's different.
Oh, nice. Okay, next we have Moren. Roughly when will I finally meet someone who is worth my time? Year, season, how, party? Definitely not online dating, LOL, or even what type of sign to look for. Really anything to look out for that may be helpful. Thank you so much, Rich. I appreciate you and enjoy watching you. Sorry for the book.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work like that.
Please.
It doesn't quite work like that. It's not timed out. Because, again, the way that it works is the primary law is the law of vibration. The secondary law is the law of attraction. You are only able to attract in according to the frequency in which you vibrate. So it's not even possible to say, okay, on January 5th at 10 a.m., this is what's going to happen. Not quite. Kind of, but when it comes to soul contracts and the people who are coming into your life, it doesn't work out like that. It doesn't work that way. That's why so many people get readings like that and they turn out to be inaccurate, unless it's years later and you forget about it. I don't have time to break the energetic dynamics down behind all of that, because that would take probably 15 or 20 minutes, but it doesn't work out time-wise like that. I can see where you are energetically, though. Two of Swords reversed, Two of Pentacles. Yep, when you least expect it with the Two of Pentacles. When you're so busy and preoccupied, you're probably going to more than likely go through a period where you just give up and throw your hands in the air and say, you know what, I ain't got time for this shit. I ain't got time for this shit. Every person, see, this is the whole process depicted through the Suit of Cups, where it starts out here with all the multiple love options and love offers. And, you know, when am I going to meet this person? Is it going to be this one or this one or this one? Finally, in the Suit of Cups, the dude says, you know what? Never mind. I'm done with this shit. I ain't got time for it. And I'm focusing on anything and everything else. And then that's more than likely when it's going to happen, when it's very sudden, abrupt, and unexpected. I'm not really seeing, if I was to put a time frame behind it, I'm not seeing a lot of that energy being supported in the next 6 to 8 months. But there's your person. So it depends on where you are vibrationally. More than likely, if you stay on the timeline you're on right now, with the energy the way it is right now, you'll probably continue shopping through multiple love options before you say, you know what, fuck it, I'm done with that. I'm walking away from it.
And I feel, oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I feel like she is like manifesting something coming in really fast, though. Mm-hmm. You're really trying to manifest it, but it's blocked. Yeah. It's like you're trying to, so it's pushing it away.
And the biggest blockage is waiting on it to happen.
Yeah.
That's the hardest part of the manifestation journey, is waiting for it to happen. That's and letting go of that. That's why whenever you look back on your path, the biggest and best, most life-changing things always happen when you least expect it. It's the only time they can happen. Because while you're thinking about it, while you're looking for it, while you're waiting on it, you're getting in your own way. And again, I wish I had the time here to break down all the energetic dynamics behind how that works and the quantum physics behind it, but I don't have time for that right now.
Yeah, you're clamping on your manifestation. Yeah. It can only flow when you let it go.
Yeah, Tim Prince. If I had to give it a time frame, though, there's the 7 of Cups again. If I had to give it a time frame, though, it would be probably later, somewhere between late 2024 to early 2025. And it'll probably happen after you just get tired of it and say, fuck it, I'm done with it. With the Death card here. Done with it, tired of it, tired of waiting on it, fuck it, whatever, I don't have time for that. Bam. When you least expect it.
But you can't fake it. You can't just say, oh, I'm done, but really not feel like you're done. It's the feeling. You can't just say, I'm just going to be done.
People used to do that all the time.
Feel it.
Back in the day when I used to explain that in personal readings, somebody would come to me a year later and say, okay, I did what you said a year ago. Is it coming now? And I'm like, no. If you did what I said, you wouldn't even be coming to me for a reading looking for it, you know? So it's hard. It's tricky stuff.
It's very hard because I've tried that shit myself and it does not work that good.
It is tricky.
Okay, let's go to the next. We have Wendy. It says, tell me about myself and Alberto, 5/1/91.
Okay, very general question, so it'll get a very general answer. First thing I'm going to look at is the soul contract. Let's see. Page of Swords. Let's see what's in the soul contract. Boom, 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 boom. Ace of Cups reversed, Queen of Cups reversed. It's not really telling me a contract here. So it's hard to say whether or not there was actually a pre-birth contract. But there's a lot of nervousness, anxiety, and tension. Very, very silent, nervous anxiety and tension. Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, both reversed. I'm not 100% convinced that this connection is actually being felt mutually. Queen of Cups reversed, King of Cups upright. Somebody here feels this connection much, much stronger than the other person. Yeah, and also the individual that you are dealing with has a lot more going on very, very deep down inside than you know. So this is general. This could, depending on the energy here, one of 2 or 3 things could happen. And again, I don't even know if this is a new connection. So this is why I need a little bit of description, because if this is somebody you've been with for a long time, this would mean something totally different. If this is somebody you just met, this would mean something totally different. But regardless, there is a lot of tension that this person is carrying. 1 or 2 things is going to end up happening in the next 6 months to a year. Either whatever this is going to bubble up to the surface, start manifesting itself, and you all will work through it together, making the connection much, much stronger. Or it'll erupt, spontaneously combust, and the 2 of you will separate. Let's see here. Yeah, I wish I knew how long you all have been connected. I'm going to put the intention into it that this is a new person. I could be putting the wrong intention into it, and if I do, it'll totally butcher the reading. But that's how it feels, so that's what I'm going to look at. Let's see. Boom. 5 of Cups. I'm seeing disappointment. Eight of Swords. I'm seeing red flags that are either missed or being ignored. Lover's card, though. So this is a really, really, really intense connection that has the potential to get really, really, really strong and really, really heavy. But again, I'm thinking that this person is holding on to a lot of stuff deep, deep down inside, and that will have to be processed through, or if it's not processed through, it could randomly, spontaneously combust, and you could end up walking away from this in the next year. So it's one of those things that's really hard to say. Let me just go ahead and put it to you like this. If things stay the way they are right now and nothing is done to change the timeline, you'll more than likely end up walking away from this before next December. So the only thing that I could recommend is that again, I can't even say too much because I don't know who this person is to you.
Yeah.
So,
or if it's even a love connection.
Yeah, it's really hard because, like I said, I'm not a psychic medium. I need to know just a little bit of description because, again, if it's a person you just met, those cards could say something totally different. If this is somebody you've been with for 5 years, the cards could say something totally different. So I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay. Next person, Marita. Hello, my name is Rita, and I have followed your channel for a while. I am a huge supporter. I have received a couple readings thus far from you that helped me out a lot in the past. But my question to you is this. Will me and my partner find a new house in 2024 for our family to live in? I am a Scorpio, and I truly appreciate your honesty. Thank you.
Find a new house. That one's going to be tricky too because
I want a new house.
Oh, me too.
But they're all like millions of dollars out here.
Well, this one's $1.5 million. You know, it's California's ridiculous. Wasn't it 1.5?
No.
I thought this was 1.5.
No, maybe like 1.2 or something.
Oh,
but still,
wow.
It's only because the whole housing market is like completely insane.
Okay, Queen of Swords, but yeah, that's going to be one of the first markets that crash in the next 2 years, along with the stock market and all those other markets, the housing market.
You're just taking a sweet old time.
See, every time I pull energy for 2024, the crash comes. The housing market's going to crash, but I do think that relocation will be happening. Yeah, probably more than likely. It's going to be difficult though. It's going to be challenging. I do think that it is part of the path. Yeah, it is part of the life path that you're on for a relocation to happen next year. But with all this other energy here, with this and the Devil card and the Seven of Swords and the Deep State playing the fucking games they're going to be playing, it could be very, very tricky. And if you overthink it too much, again, your relationship with the universe is probably going to be tested next year. And if you overthink things too much, then you could end up missing an opportunity. But I would have to give it probably a 60 to 75% chance, yes, because I do think that's part of the path. And when something is part of the path, believe me, the universe will find a way to make it happen. And you have to really, really work to fight against it. Let's see. Chariot reverse, though. So that's a travel card reversed. Ace of Wands reversed. Another movement card reversed. Uh-oh. Five of Pentacles.
What does that one mean?
Abandonment, left out in the cold, homelessness. So
that's scary.
I do think that it is part of the path for you all to relocate. It is. But
don't like that card.
Don't let yourself get gripped up in fear. As difficult as that will probably be for some people. Don't get too gripped up in the crazy shit that's going on, because this is the reason why I teach manifestation. This is why it's so important, because during times like this, if you're in control of your own vibration and your own frequency, you can allow the universe to carry you through all the bullshit. But if you get sucked into the fear and the crazy stuff that's going on, then...
Yeah, that's true. You got to have faith.
Yeah.
You just know you'll always be taken care of. Like, you know, like, universe got your back no matter what. Or God or whoever you like to, you know, pray to or believe in. Just know. And know for a fact, right? Like, nothing bad's going to happen to me. Me and my family, we're good. No matter what, we're divinely protected at all times.
Yep.
Did you say they're going to go homeless?
No, I'm saying that is a possibility, because the first timeline that I read was that there's a 75% chance that yes, they will. But that second spread was the alternate timeline.
Okay, so what you need to do is just be like, just start manifesting that you're gonna be getting a house. Just say you're going to get it. We're getting a house. We're moving next year. We're just like speak it into existence.
Yes,
do not allow any fear. Like, oh, I hope we can find a place.
Yeah.
Like, don't say that.
That's the way the universe works. You have to speak it into existence over and over and over.
Yeah, just know for a fact.
Yeah, until you believe it. It's coming. I'm getting a new house. I'm coming. I'm moving into a new house. I don't care if it takes 6 months, 8 months, a year. Keep speaking it.
Do it the whole time until you move.
There's been times where I've had to speak something into existence for like 2-3 straight years before doorways would start opening. But yeah, so
we do not accept that other negative timeline for you. Okay, next person we have KB. My question, will SRH and I get back together? Wait a minute. I remember this. The SRH and KB sagas. Why does it sound so familiar? I remember. I don't remember, but I remember your name. And I remember saying SRH a lot. Okay, well, SRH and I get back together. He left after wicked and manipulative third-party interference in our 7-year relationship. That included engagement and living together. I'm a triple fire. He's triple water.
Well, yeah, well, that's a toughie. Because nobody should be, manipulative as they may be, nobody should be able to interfere. I don't care how manipulative somebody is. I don't care how sneaky and conniving somebody is. When you're with somebody that you want to be with, can't nobody interfere with that. So, now here's the question. Let's say you do get back together. Then what? Then what? Are you going to trust him? Try not. That energy that was created with all that whole situation is going to be bubbling up between the two of you. Let's see. The Two of Wands right there. I don't even think he knows what, or he or whoever this person is. I don't even think he knows exactly what it is that he wants. I'm kind of feeling like whatever situation he's dealing with right now, he's trying to turn into a successful relationship. Possible communication, but flaky, shady, on and off communication at that. I'm thinking right now, if he's with somebody, he's trying to turn that into a successful relationship with the 10 of Cups here. So, yeah, King of Cups, 10 of Wands. I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like whoever he's with right now, he's in love with, trying to, or I don't know if he's with somebody right now or if he's going to get with somebody in the future, but whether he's with somebody now or he's getting with somebody in the future, he's trying to turn that into a healthy, successful relationship. I highly doubt that it'll go anywhere, but that doesn't matter. Let me see. Knight of Swords reversed again. But yeah, even if let's say you all did get back together, that would be a lot of energy you all would have to process through. I don't think a lot of people when they're thinking about that, they don't really take full account of the lack of trust that will be there. And you know, that all that energy, both of you would have to process through that. Very difficult. I've never witnessed a couple do that successfully. Doesn't mean they never have. I've just never seen it happen. Whenever somebody pulls a move like that and then they try to get back together, it almost always ends up erupting into a breakup again. So I'm just, I think whoever he's dealing with right now, he's really trying to push that. Really trying to push that. I think so. So, and again, there's a big grudge being held. I'm seeing a reconciliation attempt, but not good communication. Whoever he's dealing with right now, he's trying really, really hard to turn that into a relationship. Lover's card, 10 of Cups. I don't have permission to dive in and spy on the personal details of somebody else's personal private life. But there is a possibility on the table that they could end up being together for a really, really, really long time. With the Lover's card and the Ten of Cups coming up there. So there's not a lot of energy supporting that right now. And even if you do dig your heels in and manifest that timeline, be aware that energy you all are going to have to process through is going to be brutal if you want to have a healthy, successful reconciliation. Because reconciliation only works when both people involved are processing through the energy that created the separation. I've never seen it happen, personally.
Okay, next we have Anonymous. September 4th, 75, married to Gavin. March 29th, 77, left me for Danielle, December 29th. He says he hates himself and everything about his life. She is narcissistic and very jealous of me. She sends me very nasty messages. We are still close, me and Gavin, as we share a severely autistic son. He left because he couldn't cope and believed that us being apart would make it easier for all three of us. He believed he was the problem and not autism. He had and still has no confidence. My question is there a chance of reconciliation? I don't necessarily want him back. I just like to know if he would leave her. Thank you.
Well, a lot of times it's very difficult for me to get the details of somebody else's soul contract. Especially if your all soul contract is already complete. Most of the time, about 80 to 90% of the time, when I try to read a separate soul contract, Spirit straight up tells me none of your business. But I can check. And see. Let me see. Seven of Pentacles reverse. Judgment. So your all soul contract is completed. Two of Cups. Now, probably not. Whatever type of soul connection he's dealing with this Devil card energy right here. That's part of his path. He is going through something very, very, very transformational that is meant to make him do quantum leaps in spiritual growth. So with that Devil card, Two of Cups, probably not. When you have somebody that has self-esteem issues and confidence issues, narcissists prey on that. And I have seen very few people. I've seen a couple people, but very few people break out of the death grip of a narcissist. Very few people. You got to be very, very stubborn, very, very hard-headed, and to break out of that. Because once they get that death grip around you, most people never break out of it. Especially somebody with low self-confidence and no self-esteem. They get in the death grip of a narcissist, it's over. It's over. They got them wrapped around their pinky for the rest of their life. Ten of Cups reversed again. Your all's contract is complete. Death card. So now he's going to probably repeat through this cycle for quite some time. This has to do with his spiritual growth. So, and it's probably something that won't even see itself through in this lifetime. This is for spiritual growth on the other side. So, not that I'm seeing anytime soon, unless he wakes up and pops his head out of his ass and snaps and goes crazy, which I'm never going to say anything is impossible, but the likelihood of that, probably not.
Okay, next person is Anne. Am I going to meet someone soon or keep the guy friend I have? We've been best friends for 4 years, but I think he's a real commitment phobe, or maybe I won't meet anybody. Sad face.
Well, here's the funny thing about the way that it works. If I was to tell you you're going to be alone for the rest of your life, and you believed it, you would meet your person in less than a year.
You're gonna be alone for the rest of your life.
I don't have it in me though to lie like that, but I sit and think, man, that would be probably the only way that, like, I don't want to lie to nobody like that though. But if I had it in me to lie to you, I'd be like, nope, there's nobody out there for you. You're destined to be alone for the rest of your life. If you believe that with all of your heart, you'd meet your person in less than a year. Because you'd fill that void in your heart, that dark void that most people are trying to fill with a relationship. It would fill itself. It would fill full of light. You would figure out how to fill that void, and then bam, you would run into your person in less than a year. Let me see though. Oh, Empress. But here's the thing too. Again, like frequency attracts like frequency. So while you're still energetically connected to that one person, that puts you on the same frequency as that person. So when you just wait for the next person to come in, that's like having your radio tuned to the country station and just waiting for the next song to play. It's just going to be another country song. It's going to repeat the same experience. So with the King of Wands in the reverse, Chariot reversed, yeah, I'm not really seeing that particular connection going anywhere. King of Wands, Emperor, both reversed, King of Swords. I don't know if I would call this person a commitment phobe as much as I would somebody that just wants to play games. Not afraid of commitment, not afraid of it, just doesn't want to. There's kind of a difference between, usually a commitment phobe is somebody who's been hurt in the past, most of the time, generally speaking. And I'm not saying he's never been hurt in the past, but I don't think he's as afraid of commitment as he's just not done playing games. So if this connection isn't serving your highest good and it's just kind of stringing you along, it would probably be in your best interest to back away from it and energetically release that, because the next person due to come in is somebody you don't even know right now. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, Seven of Swords. You don't want to be with that person. You don't want to be with that person. Ten of Cups reversed. So, yeah, you definitely don't want to do that. I just think he wants to keep his options open and play around. The next person due to come in is somebody you don't even know with the Knight of Cups. It's a new person. So, like I said, I would take a little bit of a break with the Four of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. And I would, if anybody's stringing you along and confusing you and making you rack your brain with confusion, I would step away and back away from anybody who's doing that. Because this person that you're inquiring about is not somebody that you need to be with. It's just not. I wouldn't call it a commitment phobe. He's just not done playing games. So, to answer the question as directly as possible, the next person due to come in is a new person.
Okay, so how are you doing?
Doing all right? Wow, what's up?
There's 20 more. So what is your stamina?
How many have we done?
We've done 21.
Oh,
so we're about halfway right now.
What do you want to do?
I'm fine. I'm chilling.
You can go a little bit longer. I'm getting kind of hungry though. So
you want to go to? I wanted to at least get the pre-orders done this one, but that would be to 34.
Yeah.
But so that's like another hour.
Let's just keep going for now.
We're going to do 2 parts, you guys. All right. So right now we have Latrice says, will my writing career take off in 2024?
Seven of Wands reversed. Uh-oh, Five of Cups. Justice reversed. I don't know if I would say 2024. I don't know if I would say 2024. Actually, you know what I'm really getting here? Depending on the nature of your writing career, the things that happen in 2024 and 2025 might be setting the stage for your writing career. Honestly. 10 of Pentacles reversed. That would be very difficult for it to like take off. Not saying that it's impossible, but I'm really honestly feeling like the next 2 years and the things that you experience and the things that happen are setting the stage and setting you a platform for your writing career to take off, if that makes sense. Again, it depends on what you do as far as writing. But I'm thinking that the experiences that you have in the next couple of years are going to serve as an opportunity, if you choose to take that opportunity, to have some shit to write about, if that makes sense. Knight of Wands reversed. Yeah, it's going to seem kind of slow. Going to seem kind of slow. And also it depends on what you mean by take off. Depends on what your goals are exactly. But as far as blowing up and popping off really, really, really big, probably not in 2024. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Probably not. But like I said, I really think that if you choose to seize the opportunity, everything is a matter of perspective. Everything that you're going through, you are the only being in this universe capable of assigning a meaning to your life experiences. So whatever you're going through right now, whether or not it's happening to you or happening for you, is up to you. You have the potential with the Magician here to use the experiences that you have in 2024 and 2025 as a catalyst for your writing career, if that makes sense. So it's going to require a little bit more work, energy, and effort. But yes, you do have blessings waiting for you on the horizon. But the best chance for success will probably be in the next 2 or 3 years, honestly.
Hold on. Sorry.
Will you be all right if I run to the bathroom real quick?
Yeah.
Be right back.
Oops. Oh my goodness gracious. It's like a bull in a china house. Or what is it?
China shop.
A china shop. Anyways, we're going to have to do part 2. So I think we're probably just going to go until for like 30 more minutes. Because I can already tell he's hungry. And I could probably eat too. Yeah, we're still taking payments. And I hope we just do 2 parts. I don't know why. It feels like we've been doing this for a long time now. And we've only gotten like halfway. Let me see where we're at. Yeah, so we have a total of 42 of you guys. And right now we're at number 23. Yeah, Heather. He is current boyfriend of your. Okay. Because somebody asked that same exact question and he needed to know if it was like a new person or like he needed a little bit more information. So I'll add that for you.
Erky, dirky.
No, Christmas is over.
Huh?
I said no, Christmas is over. No more Christmas songs.
Did you hear that? You should see that reel I posted on Facebook.
I heard. You've been playing it throughout the house. And
To the window, to the wall.
Yes, I've been hearing
the sweat drops down my balls.
Okay. Oh my God. Try living with this man, you guys.
Hilarious.
It's never a quiet moment.
Goofball.
Oh, are you waiting for me? Hold on, I need to add this.
You throw this in the trash.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Is it empty? Because
Yeah.
I don't have a bag.
I'll set it over
What
here.
was that?
Mm-hmm. Fine of it.
Okay. I'm unorganized, you guys.
You are the most organized.
Today
person
is just
ever.
not my like Virgo day of organization.
Murky Metro.
I just feel so slow and bogged down and unorganized.
I'm gonna need a massive meditation after this.
Okay, well then we might not come on to later. What is that? How is he doing the anonymous readings? So when you send your payment or send your question, put next to your question you want to be anonymous. So I will read instead of your name, or you can put an alias. So when I list your name in the comments, I can.
Next one.
He just hits the table every time. What was I saying? Dude, I turned 31 and I can't even think no more. I'll just read the alias or I'll put anonymous in the comments and then you know how to find your thing. Anyways, does anyone else feel like this? Because I don't know what is going on with my brain. I think it's just from the holidays because it was like so much going on and my brain was going like a million miles an hour. And now I'm finally able to just like chill and I don't have to like wrap presents or I don't have to cook something or I don't, you know what I'm saying? So my brain's just like, all right, let's chill. Christmas crash. Yes, I love that. Like it's literally real.
Christmas crash?
I'm having a Christmas mental crash. I am. It's, yeah. I'm glad somebody understands. Overstimulated. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the retrograde on top of it. And the full moon. Oh my God. All right, let's do a couple more. So I was saying, let's just go till 1 o'clock.
Okay.
You good with that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me get the timestamps together here. Sorry, guys. That was like, took a while. All right, we have Jessica. Me and my friend love watching you. Thank you for being you. Will I be happy with my life in the new year?
Woo. Well, that question, you're handing me a lot of your power. A lot of your power. Because this is the trickiest thing about being a human. When I say tricky, trust me, I'm still working on this. The trickiest thing about being a human is that happiness is a choice. That's the trickiest part about it. So, you tell me. Will you be happy? Let's see. Boom! 6 of Wands in the reverse. 10 of Cups in the reverse. So if you're wondering if things are going to happen that will make you happy, Lover's card reverse, probably not. Probably not. So, like I said, 2024 is going to be a crazy year. I've said it and said it and said it. I'll keep saying it and saying it and saying it.
Cute.
So, I don't know. I think that you're probably going to have a hard time finding happiness, depending on where you're looking for it. If you're looking for it in love relationships, again, I don't know your relationship status, so I'm not going to get too detailed, but that won't make you happy. So if you're wondering if...
No happiness on that one.
If you're wondering if a person is going to come in and make you happy, no. If you're wondering if your current relationship is going to get better and make you happy, no. If you're wondering maybe if you're going to get a new job or something like that, no. Nothing is going to happen that makes you happy. So let me see what the other spread has to say. I did a deck swap, by the way.
Deck swap.
Those other decks were getting tired.
I didn't like the way those looked anyways.
Normally I'm sitting there with 18 different decks at my table. But whenever you keep shuffling the same one over and over and over and over and over, it starts shuffling funny. Okay, Knight of Wands. Boom, uh-oh, 5 of Wands. Okay, Judgment reversed. 10 of Wands. Okay. 6 of Wands reversed again. There is the 2 of Cups there. So that does indicate possibility to be connecting with somebody, but the Lovers is reversed again. Okay. So I would start working on changing my perspective now. Because like I said, if now I don't know exactly what you meant by that, but if what you meant was, is something going to happen that makes me happy? No. Now, how do you make that thing happen that you want to happen? You start figuring out how to find happiness first. And it's tricky. I still struggle with that. I'm way better than I used to be. Way, way, way better. But that's the trickiest part about being a human, is that I have to find that happiness first. And then I attract the things, the people, the money, the job, the situations, the friends that align with that vibration, if that makes sense. So, yeah.
I like that deck. It's really cute.
Yeah. It's like anime.
Yeah. I'm not really big on anime, but I like the cute little crystals and stuff on it. Next. Asia. Hello, Leah and Rich. Do you see major progress in my relation with my boyfriend in 2024? We've been together for 7 months now. He's Virgo sun, Virgo rising. I'm Cancer sun, Scorpio rising. Thank you.
So 7 months and no progress? That's no good. Why hasn't there been progress in 7 months? Uh-oh, Ace of Cups reverse jumped out. Boom, and Ace of Swords jumped out. So 2 aces reverse jumped out. So Wheel of Fortune reversed. The 2 of you are karmic soulmates, meaning y'all have unfinished business from a previous lifetime. And with the karmic wheel in the reverse, I'm seeing the next 7 months repeating and recycling just like the last 7 months. So, yeah, I would think, I don't know, what would you say? Would you say 6 months you should see something in the first 6 months, right? Some kind of growth, some change, some progress, probably some ups and downs and whatnot.
Well, I wonder if she's talking about like major progress, maybe like engagement or something, maybe. Progress, like what else would you want to progress if you've been with somebody? I mean, I don't know. That's unless they're having problems. I really don't know.
Knight of Pentacles reversed. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the tarot. So things are moving very slow. So it depends on how you define major progress. If you mean, are things going to start moving quicker? Then no, I don't think so. Oops. I don't think things are going to start moving quicker. This is going to be slow progress. So.
And he's a Virgo, so that means everything's going to be calculated, right?
Yeah.
Calculated slow movement.
Yeah. So I really see you in the next few months taking a step back, looking at this situation, trying to figure out whether or not it's worth working on. Emperor, 6 of Cups reversed. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I think you're contemplating whether or not to walk away from this in the next 6 to 8 months because it's starting to weigh on you. Uh-oh. Devil card. Let me get some advice here. What's the advice? Oh, the World card. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune. Let things roll the way they're naturally wanting to roll. Don't try too hard to push things the way you want them to go. Don't try too hard to force things the way you want them to go. Take a step back and let things roll the way they naturally want to roll. Step back and let this person be who they are. And then ask yourself, is that who I want to be with? Don't try to change nobody. Don't try to change the way things are going. That's what I would ultimately end up doing with this situation, because I think there's potential here. There's potential, but I wouldn't say major progress, though. There's progress, but kind of slow progress.
Okay, next is for Barbara. What's going on with my mouse? 44. Okay, Barbara says, "Hi Rich, I ended a long-time relationship with Capricorn this year and was stuck on the Virgo for close to a year. Intense connection, but never progressed to anything. What is there for me in love in near future? I'm Sagittarius. Happy Christmas and thank you."
Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Lourdes card. Okay. That's good. All right, Ace of Cups reverse, though. All right. Well, healing, number one. First and foremost, healing. Okay. If you successfully, you don't necessarily have to make it all the way through the healing process, but really, really get on that healing path and start doing it. Start growing, start evolving. Then I don't think you have anybody else due to come in until your actual person shows up. But again, healing is so important. The reason healing is so important is because vibration is the primary law. Attraction is the secondary law. Love doesn't come in. People ask me that all the time. Do I have love coming in? No, you don't. You may have a person coming in, but love doesn't come in. What comes in is a person who vibrates at the same frequency as you. So if you're on a frequency of sadness and emptiness, you can only attract a person and a relationship that harmoniously resonates with sadness and emptiness. But if you are on a frequency and a path of healing, evolution, and ascension, that's when the universe can bring you the person who aligns with healing, evolution, and ascension. If that makes sense. So it's hard to say what's coming in because that kind of depends on which path you choose to take. But nothing's due to come in before your actual person shows up. So I would recommend being picky with who you connect with. Be very, very picky with who you connect with. Feel it out energetically. I'm not saying that if you go on one date with somebody and it feels funny that you should cut it off. Not saying that. The Nine of Cups reversed. But I am saying that you should feel it out. There's the Lover's card again. Feel it out. If you're dating somebody for a couple of weeks, a month, and you're still scratching your head and racking your brain, that's not your person. That is not. So, again, healing, evolution, and ascension. It's not a relationship we're looking for. What we're looking for is true love and true happiness. True love and true happiness is a vibration. Vibration is the primary law. A relationship is something you attract. Attraction is the secondary law. You don't get the relationship first and then true love and true happiness second. That would be getting the secondary law first and then the primary law second. That's backwards. So if you successfully embark on a path of healing, evolution, ascension, and energetically untying from the people you've connected with in the past and really start making your way into this vibration, then your person is the only person left to come in.
All right, next we have, it's frozen. There we go. Next we have Francis. I'm Francis, 38 years old, Canada, Quebec.
What?
How do you say that? Quebec,
yeah.
Sagittarius, 6 months single now. And my question is, can you talk about the next person I'm gonna be in love with? Thank you.
Gonna be in love with? No, not really. I can talk about the next person due to come in, but I don't know who you're going to fall in love with. Just because you have a soul contract due to come in doesn't mean you're necessarily going to fall in love with them. And just because you randomly connect with somebody you don't have a contract with doesn't mean that you'll walk away from that person. You could fall in love with them and become attached to them. So, Page of Wands, though, let's see. King of Swords reversed. Uh-oh, watch out. 10 of Cups reversed. This is telling me to tell you be careful, because it is very, very likely that you could end up connecting with somebody that plays mind games with you and manipulates you. And so again, who you fall in love with, that's kind of up to your discernment. Hopefully you don't fall in love with this person who's playing mind games, telling lies, and is very, very immature. If you fall in love with that person, you'll more than likely get ghosted and end up very, very hurt. It'll turn into drama and conflict. So, yeah, I'm getting all these pages and a king reversed. So, like I've had to tell 2 or 3 other people today, you'll probably be tested. And like I told the last person, don't feel singled out. We all get tested. All of us. Before you level up, you will be required to demonstrate what lessons you have learned. That's everybody. I don't care who you are. If you're a human walking around on 2 legs on planet Earth.
What if they only have 1 leg?
You will have to be tested.
What if they have no legs?
Before you level up.
We can't discount the people who've had accidents.
You're right. The universe is going to be like, okay, you get a pass. You were born without a leg, so.
What if they're missing a toe?
Boom. Ace of Swords upright. Okay, so the next person due to come in is going to be somebody who you commute. There's going to be energetic transparency. So that's what you want to watch out for. Watch out for energetic transparency. If you end up becoming attached to somebody who, and there's the King of Swords reversed, so you're going to be tested. You're going to be tested. You're going to end up connecting with somebody who is very, very inconsistent, very confusing, possibly narcissistic. Somebody that's very confusing. Things aren't adding up. Things are inconsistent. You're really confused because they're playing mind games with you. So look out for energetic transparency. Somebody who communicates very, very clearly. There should be no confusion. There should be no, racking your brain, sitting around, losing sleep, trying to figure out how somebody feels. Watch out for that. Because with the Death card reversed, whatever it was you went through in the past, you'll more than likely be tested to see if you learned that lesson. Best case scenario, you completely avoid it and you'll never even know you were tested. Worst case scenario, you get sucked back into it and end up repeating a past cycle.
We good?
Yep.
Now I'm getting the drain. Are you getting drained? I know you're getting drained because I feel it now.
That's what this job will do. It'll drain the shit out of you.
Okay. Next we have, oh, so sorry. I'm going to really butcher your name. Lourdes. And question is, will I buy a house next year in the area I'm interested in? I'm so sorry if I didn't say your name right.
I got to see if it's part of the life path for you to live there. That may not be where the universe wants you, or it may be. I don't know. We got to see. Star card reversed, wishes unfulfilled. See, every time I read for the energy of 2024, we have the Tower card. The housing market will be crashing. With the Ace of Wands in the reverse, I don't think that's part of the path next year. I don't think so with the Ace of Wands reversed. So if you do dig your heels in and force your way over to that timeline, it will serve as a very temporary stepping stone, because I don't think that's part of the path. I don't think so. Death card reversed. Actually, I feel like that's supposed to be in the upright. Death card, Tower card. Things are going to crash again at some point in time between 2024 and 2025. The housing market is going to crash. Ace of Wands reversed. That's not part of the path next year. Be careful if you do dig your heels in and force that timeline, because it'll be temporary if you do. Let me see. Empress reversed. It's not time for you to settle down just yet. It's not time for you to plant roots just yet. Not quite. There's still some unexpected twists and turns that are coming along in your life path before it's time for you to plant roots. So again, I don't ever want to take your power away from you. There's the Tower again. I don't ever want to take your power away from you and make you think you are a victim to the future. You can dig your heels in and create whatever the hell you want, but just know that it will be very, very difficult to force your way over to a timeline that's not part of the path. There's still quite a few twists and turns in the future. And yeah, I think that when it all comes down to it, whenever you do end up where you are meant to plant roots, that area won't really be of interest to you when it's time for that to happen. Chariot reversed.
Jeez.
Oopsie.
Is that the last spread for that one?
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to end it here?
Sure.
Or you want to do one more?
How many more are there?
Like 15.
Okay, now we can go ahead and end it here. What time do you want to come back?
Okay, we're going to come back at 5 p.m. Pacific.
Okie dokie.
So you have time to nap and eat.
5 p.m.
5 p.m. Pacific, y'all. We'll be back.
All righty.
And we're going to start with Francis. Wait, we just did Francis. We just did this one. Wait, we're going to start with Jane.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Bye, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.